Resources Commission has raised concerns about pollution in the Tano River, attributing it to the activities of some residents living along its banks. According to the Secretariat, key contributors include farming too close to the river and the indiscriminate disposal of waste both directly into the river and along its banks. In response, the Secretariat says it has intensified efforts to protect and preserve the Tano and is urging attitudinal change from communities along the river. ChannelOne News' Michael Sapoinfum reports.
The Tano River begins its journey in Techimai in the Bunu East region, flowing over 500 kilometers before entering the Atlantic Ocean in the western region. Along its course, the river winds through 6 regions and even forms part of Ghana's border with Ivory Coast. For communities in the Bunu East, Bono, Ahafo, Ashanti, Western, North and Western regions, the Tano is more than just a river. It is life. It supplies water to 3 Ghana Water Company treatment plants, including Tano in the Bunu East region, Abisim in Bono, and Achinsua in the Ahafo region. At Tano, residents say the river is critical to their daily survival, and they are playing their part to protect it.
Tano River is very useful for the people of Tano. It has so many purposes. For instance, we use it for domestic purpose, agricultural and then industrial purpose. Domestically, we use it for washing, bathing, cooking, drinking, and so many other purposes. There are a lot of things that have been put in place. For instance, we don't wear footwear into the river. If you want to fetch, you don't wear footwear, you remove it. And then around the river, we don't cut down trees.
Nsuonde nyama bibiri enwa na ede enyoa enwa so na ede sanom so mutu pipe ma atrisi ya etimbe sanso ni be ede enom enwa so na afomfo de ede ye adwuma atrisi no ye bo ho ban se bia polythene kra no ontimi mfanto hat se bia bola ni ade de ha de ontimi fa binye de emma ha firi senso na enwa na ye nom enwa so na sa ya ade bibiri etimi de ye aduane ne nyama bibiri.
But at Enyinabrim, a community in the Techiman municipality of the Bunu East region, the story is different. Poor environmental practices and indiscriminate waste disposal are threatening the river's health. 2 concerned residents share their frustrations.
But the question there, Obiani Jones, since you are a supplier, I am there, and you can claim a fee ban. Among the campaign. Yes, campaign for campaign for Boya. No more to Omana Abba Abba, no more than Mra out to Kwamana Juma. Amaya, so I ever support him. I'm a Marana Jumanaka, soon one down clear. Give a boy.
Oh, Maninjo, because although the entire Maninjo say, you soon only Padodo now, you should me and soon you soon. So be a young son of Basana Mua. Seriously, the money in the engine. Because at times, you won't say, like in so to nobody said that your ball good.
Efforts to get officials of the Ghana Water Company to comment on the impact of the river's condition on their operations were unsuccessful. However, Solomon Danso Ankama, Deputy Director at the Tano Basin Secretariat of the Water Resources Commission, has been shedding light on the situation.
We have agriculture. These days, people are farming close to our rivers, especially in the dry season. These people apply weedicides and also fertilizer and others. And when it rains, all these fertilizers and chemicals find their way into the water. But unfortunately, because sometimes these fertilizers and then pesticides doesn't affect the stability of the water much, as Ghanaians, we're not talking about them. But if you analyze the water quality, you see them showing. So it tells us that the use of these chemicals also affects our water bodies in terms of quality. Then again, the farming too. Once you farm very close to the river, the soil becomes loose. So when it rains, it carries the sediment into the riverbed, and this increases siltation, which eventually leads to flooding, and also reduces the river channel. Then also encroachment by developers. People are building close to within our river buffers, especially in the town centers. If you look at Techima, for instance, that's where the most upstream of the tunnel. People are encroaching the river buffer. So once people are building close within the buffer, some of them too, they have their effluent of this their household liquid waste being channeled into the river.
He also outlines ongoing interventions and strategies being implemented to safeguard the river.
So we are educating the population and our local communities about the implementation of a buffer zone policy, which will allow people to farm beyond the buffer. Once people are out of the buffer, it means that we can have enough vegetation close to the river. Once we have a good buffer, it will serve as a sieve, making sure that before the erosion and other water use or discharges get into the water, we might have certain quality. In that case, it will help reduce the turbidity of our water bodies and also the quality too as well, and also reduce sedimentation of the riverbed. And constantly too, we keep on educating our communities, telling our people the effect of their activities on water quantity and quality.
The management at the Tano Basin Secretariat under the Water Resources Commission says it will continue to intensify its education to protect River Tano. For Channel One News, Michael Saponimfum.